What's up, everybody? Crazy Out Kane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, chilling right here. About to go on my first ride from Queens to New York City. Speaking from Cunningham, see Cunningham Park is right there. And I have my prototype 27.5 inch sugarcane new bridge. Only one in existence like this. This is a prototype that I was working on getting done. And hopefully someday in the future, I can make a couple to get out to you guys. A little POV action on the ride to the city. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm gonna take you on a ride and see how it goes. Let's see how it is. It's a little bit on the windy side, but it's supposed to be really warm today. A little bit chilly, but not too chilly. I'm gonna try and get across this way before the cars start coming. A little bit on the windy side. So this right here is the service road next to the Long Island Expressway. Horace Harding Expressway is what they call it. And I'm just gonna be cruising today. Not gonna do nothing crazy because this camera kit that I have on myself will fall off if I try anything more than just ride around and maybe try some manuals. I gotta get back in shape for these long distance rides. So this is actually a fun ride. It's about 12 and a half miles altogether from here to the city. So yeah, when you're riding on Horace Harding, there's no bike lane, so you just ride in the shoulder, hoping nobody opens the door, and people are paying attention in their cars while they're driving next to you. But this is the most direct route to Flushing Meadows Park. If you're in a time crunch, this is the fastest way to go. There is a route where you can take a bike lane for most of it, but it takes a little longer. So these guys are turning, so we gotta play the inside here because they're not gonna be paying attention. They're gonna make that right turn and cut you off. All right. Okay. So far, so good. I'm feeling all right. Legs are feeling okay. Definitely got to get some stamina back, get some good conditioning back. But so far, so good. Rest my legs for a couple minutes before I continue my ride. This is a nice assist. Or you can just bomb the hill, pedal like crazy, get your speed on, but right now I'm gonna let my legs rest. Oh yeah. Hit this turn. Woo! Try and get through the light before it turns. And now we're here at Flushing Meadows Park, y'all. Flushing Park. Yeah. This is another nice peaceful break before you get back into all the traffic. Heading through the park. Real nice, chill ride. Love Fresh Meadows Park. They have a lot of low-key little jumping spots in here because the ground here, like this right here, the ground is all contoured because of the roots that grow from the trees. So you have little spots in here where you got nice little hills and things. Not to mention they got the Maloof skate park down the way. This would be a great spot to get a pump track. It does get packed in here, but it would be a good spot to get a pump track. Great centralized location. So maybe we'll try and shoot for that. Nice, chill, tranquil ride through the park, looking at some nature. It's way better than being stuck in traffic in the car, driving to the city. This definitely beats that. Then if you want to get a snack, got the snack spotted over here. And also if your legs get too tired, you can catch the 7 train, which comes right here, and I'll take you right into the city. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm tired, my legs are killing me, but I gotta get to the city. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it. Well, this is your one chance right here to hop on the 7 train. There's also an eat spot right here. You can stop here and get some breakfast. So, couple things. Now we're going past Arthur Ashe Stadium here. All the tennis courts on this side right here. No bike lane. This is just a regular lane, so it's not very busy over here. So you don't have to worry too much, but keep in mind that there is no shoulder here. It's no bike lane. Here it is, Arthur Ashe Stadium to my left. Let's cut through here real quick. Can I cut it right across right here though? Like right, come on, construcciones. Can I just go through there real quick? What do you think, man? Thanks, brother. Thank you. All right, appreciate you, fam. Yep. All right, man, have a good one. All right, you too, man. All right. All right, so back on track here. A little construction action going on. Now we're back on the road here. Woo. Now this is gonna be a little tricky. Gotta have the bunny hop skills there. I don't care if you're on a road bike, BMX bike. You ride around the city, you're gonna get in situations where you're gonna need to know how to bunny hop, or you'll have to just brake and stop your run. That's the only way to do it. So it does get tight. Right now, we're on Roosevelt Avenue, heading to 108, out here in Corona. And there's no shoulder over here. You're just on your own as a cyclist. This is the most direct route, but there is a bike route that you can go, but it takes a little longer. Not as direct. I'm saving about maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes maybe. Going this way. So 108. Make the right turn, and now we're back on the bike path, bike route. What's up, y'all? So this is a bike path, well, a bike route. It's a shared bike and car route. That's what this marking is for.
If it was all green, then you know it's a bike lane. So this is like, I would say, this is the halfway mark. This is the halfway mark to the city. Gotta keep your eyes peeled if you go through the lights. Make sure you got it. If you don't got it, you gotta stop. At least that's what I do. I don't try and play those kind of games. If you go that way right there, you come up that way from the park. But it's a steeper hill, so this way is a little more direct and not as hilly. So now 34th Ave is a bike-friendly block. Crazy lights, a whole lot of lights. But the cool thing is, if you catch the lights when they're in sync, you can get pretty far in here without having to stop. I'm riding against the wind again, so there's that. And it can get pretty tight sometimes. And my man in the Camry don't know what he want to do, so gotta watch out for that guy. So in this part of the trip, you get to start seeing a bunch of cyclists and e-bikers riding this path. Everybody's heading to the city or wherever they gotta go. So you wind up seeing a lot of them. But the cool part is, further down, they cut off the road to car traffic, and it's just wide open to, you know, ride, walk, stuff like that. And the other cool thing about this block, since it's a bike-friendly block, the red lights have a delay. So right when they turn red, the other lights don't turn green right away. There's about like a minute, maybe 30 seconds before they change the green. So if you happen to be at the light when it changes, you don't have to worry about getting run over. Well, you always have to worry about getting run over, but you don't really have to worry because there's a delay in the light when it changes. Woo! So now we have a nice set of green lights. Let's see how many lights we can pass before they change again. I'm getting tired already. Another thing to keep an eye on is the signs. They have a countdown to let you know when the light's going to turn colors. So if you watch the crossing sign, you'll know you have 5 seconds or 10 seconds before the light changes colors. And then even when it changes, you have maybe about 10, 20 seconds before it turns green. So still going now. These are all still green lights. And as you can see, car traffic not allowed on this part of the block. So starting from 93rd Street, well actually not 93rd, 2 more blocks back, starts the pedestrian and bike only block. Woo! That wind is kind of brutal. Hopefully it's blowing with me on the way home today. Sometimes you'll have it blowing against you on the way in and also on the way out. That's never fun. I like to keep track of the miles I do when I go riding. See what kind of improvements I made in certain sections and just to keep track of my rides. Having this actually pushes me to do more riding. So that's why I really like Strava. Anyways, Strava is now in full effect, but I missed half the ride. But at least we get a little bit of it. And it's really windy, so I'm gonna be riding against the wind all the way. And I wanna preserve my legs for the bridge. Queens Bridge, heading into Manhattan, is a really long incline. At first it's easy and it's fun. You'll be like, yeah, I got this. But when you get midway through that, you start feeling the effects. You start feeling the effects and be wanting to get off your bike. So you gotta pace yourself and also preserve them legs before you get there. And a lot of times you get I get enticed to pedal fast because once you get on Northern Boulevard, it's like mostly downhill. It's like a small decline going heading to the city. So you wind up wanting to just pedal crazy. Okay, so they made it so you can ride through here without getting scared of getting hit. This is the part I was talking about, but they fixed this part of it at least while they're doing construction. Before you had to really risk it getting through there. Okay, so you got a little bike lane, and now we're heading to Northern Boulevard. Right now we're on Broadway. So we have a left turn signal. We're going to take that with the traffic. And we're back on the bike lane. This guy's not looking, still not looking. And you gotta watch out for all the craziness like this. Because people ain't looking. Then you have the car wash line here. I usually like to go out and around, but we have a whole line of cars right here, so it ain't gonna be that easy. Alright. Man, this wind, no joke. Alright. Got this one. Alright, so this part goes up. After this, the rest of it gradually heads down. So you got the nice little downhill decline action. So I can kind of take it easy right now. Even though the wind, even though the wind is blowing really hard against me. Just chill out. See, now right now, if the wind wasn't blowing against me and I wasn't thinking about hitting that bridge, see how the cars don't pay attention? That's why it's sometimes better to go around the back side of a car, especially if you see the blinker on. Don't cut in front because they're gonna get you. They're not gonna be paying attention. See a blinker on, you see a car starting to make that right turn, go around the back side. A lot safer. But like I was saying before, if the wind wasn't blowing so crazy against me and I wasn't worried about trying to get over that bridge, I'd try and race some of these e-bikes. At least give them a run for their money. Helps with the cross training, of course. But also, I'm also heading to work today, so I don't want to get all sweaty and crazy. So I'm gonna chill out. At least this guy's paying attention. He slowed down. Yeah, you don't want to get too crazy and start sweating like a pig on the way to work. So you want to dress just right for the ride. So like today, started off in the 40s, like 47, going up to 55. Right now it's feeling like it's in the 50s now. So you don't want to go out with a hoodie on and a coat and all that. I got a thermal t-shirt, tank top, that's all I need. And I got some thermal pants on, which I kind of didn't need today. But I don't like when my legs get cold, so I throw them on until it's like 55, 60. But if it's anywhere between like 45, 55, I'll throw them on just so I don't feel uncomfortable. But you can get away with riding with just jeans on in that type of weather. Get my cruise on. All right, so we're getting closer to the bridge. We're in Dutch Kills, Queens. And we're only a couple blocks away from the bridge, still on Northern Boulevard. Nice wide bike lane. Got the little barrier for protection. Well, at least a little protection. And yeah, it's a nice, beautiful day outside. Nice day for a ride. Taking advantage of that. Look at this guy right here. Look, 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 look. Yeah. Wasn't looking at first, but sometimes you gotta make eye contact with him. Now we're getting somewhere. Northern Boulevard. This guy's backing up. Thankfully, he stopped. It's wide open. It's a Saturday, that's why it's not so busy. If it was a weekday, you'd see a whole bunch of e-bikes and people riding through here. All right. All right. And even this right here is part of the bike lane. You can see the symbols on the path. It's got the arrow with the bike symbol. So this is part of the bike path, which connects to the Queens Boulevard bike path, which comes from over there, ends up right here. So now we're officially heading to the bridge. I picked a fine time to do this. Okay. A lot going on already on the bridge. So what I like to do is I like to try and pace myself because this gear is relatively easy. So I wind up doing too much. And when I get to the middle of the bridge, my legs are done. So I try and stand up and just kind of let my body weight apply pressure to the pedals and do less actual cranking. I'm just kind of like dropping my body weight to make the cranks go around, because this gear ratio is pretty easy. As you can see, it's a tight space. My legs are already burning. Try to give myself a little something there. Already in pain. So that means I need a lot of work. Get my legs right again. I started off my ride pedaling pretty fast, and now I'm paying for it because I'm not really conditioned anymore for that. Also, if you're on the bridge and you feel you're going slow, get to the right side in whatever direction you're going in, if it's open, so that way when there's riders behind you or in front of you that want to pass, they can. Okay, I'm more than halfway. This is the part where you're like, oh my gosh, when will it end? I want to sit down so bad. I think I'm gonna, because I'm beat. Oh gosh. Whew. Sitting down is a little better, but a little harder. And the wind is not helping. Neither is me talking. Talking ain't helping either. See, he has it on a real easy gear. But I can easily catch him though. but I'm burnt out. So I don't have much left to be playing like that. But you can see him catching him. Oh, he's gonna be out once he reaches the top. Oh gosh. That was a death blow. Now, if my seat post was up a little higher, it would definitely make sitting down and riding up the hill a lot easier. But I have my seat pretty low, even though I'm on a tall bike, 27.5. Still kind of low for trying to get up this hill. Woo! I'm just going to chill out down this hill. Yeah. Woo! Oh boy. Oh. It does feel good once you do a ride like that up the hill. Once you get over and you start to recuperate, you feel real good. That was a good workout. Not a lot of room to play with. Whew. All right. Okay, excuse me, thank you. Alright. Now we're in the city. 60th Street. There is no bike lane here. It's just you and the cars and the pedestrians. Oh yeah. But if you go one block up, there is a bike lane. It gets pretty crowded though. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Okay. 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 Alright, about to pass Park Avenue. This is Park Avenue. Whew. Oh wow, I had a nice little bump there, hand came off the handlebars. I didn't have my hands all the way on the grip, I had them like this. So, note for people, keep a firm grip on your handlebars. Never know, you might catch a bad one, like I almost did. And here we are, Central Park, on a nice Saturday morning. Oh yeah. Heading to 59th Street, Central Park South. Getting it in. Yeah. Alright, so we're at Central Park South now. This isn't a bike lane, this is actually the horse carriage lane when they do the horse and carriage for the park. But it also works as a nice bike lane to separate yourself from the traffic, which is cool. Very, very cool. Alright. Gonna make a left onto 7th Avenue, which has a nice bike lane. Takes you all the way downtown. Green light for the left. Alright, so and they have a nice wide bike lane on 7th Avenue. But I ain't going that way. I'm gonna be calling it quits. This is the end of my ride. Nice little down slope. But I am beat already, so that's it for me, y'all. So, next video, if I have enough battery life, I'm gonna film my ride back to Queens from Manhattan. Alright, but first I gotta go get my work on. Alright, y'all, it's Crazy Out Kane, shitcan.com, CACTV. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. And if you like this type of content right here, I like doing it, so I probably won't stop doing it, but it's always good to get some feedback to know what you guys think about this type of stuff. Alright, y'all, Crazy Out Kane, shitcan.com, CACTV, and I'm out. Back to you, Billy.